What's up? What the heck's going on here? Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. There we go. What's up, Moose fam? Calling back here for a look at the second game against the Titan in the first round of playoffs. This was going to be a just me thing, but I got a request from one of the fans who wants to come on the show today. So we're going to make it a Zoom call as well, and we'll hear what she has to say. I think Dylan wants to, or a few people want to come on, so we're going to get into it in chat, so just have some patience with me. I'm going to get those invites sent out to them and fix my camera, because as I said, I wasn't set up for this, but the stream was already going, so just bear with me, and yeah, let's do it. Maybe I'll play the replay until I'm ready. All right.
Hello.
Spin with it, handing off. It got away from Denis. Felix Denis trying to drive after it. Rolling.
All right, so I stopped the replay. I think we all seen what happened. So maybe we can just talk about it. I got Cheyenne and Sam here with me. You know Sam from previous lives. And of course you know Cheyenne from the building. She's muted right now. You can unmute.
Hi, Colin.
Hey Cheyenne, how you doing? What up, Sam?
Good. How about you?
Good. Hell of a game last night.
I think it went pretty good.
That's where me and you are different, Cheyenne. I think there was a lot that could have been done better, but overall, crowd was moving.
I agree, with that. But overall, I think the game. Oops. Overall, I think the game went fairly well. Sorry, I haven't used Zoom in a while.
It's okay.
It's all good.
So I'm gonna say a few things, and you guys in the chat can either agree or disagree. I don't blame the players.
No, absolutely
not one bit at all.
No.
Absolutely not.
None of this is their fault.
They may not have played 60 minutes, but it was damn close. I seen a lot of hard work out there. They were constantly moving. Nobody was lollygagging. They were all working. The problem that I see, and it's not a knock on Midgley at all. I think he's a good coach. He's a good coach. The boys like him. But my issue is, Cheyenne, are you able to? I'm sorry. Are you able to go into another room? All I can hear is the background.
I'll go in the dining room.
Awesome. Yeah. So my problem is I don't think I seen one play. Not one thing was set up. It looked like they were tossing muffins at the last two games. Looked like they were tossing muffins at the net and hoping for a really good tip in the net. If you look back at December, prior to December, It was cross crease passing, backdoor setup, screening, trying to work around the goalie so you're not seen and get that sneak. I didn't see any plays. I know that at the beginning of the season we were told we were going to be a defensive team this year because we had a lot of defensive players returning, and it looked like Midgley wanted to turn the team into a defensive team, which I'm all for, but we lost that capability we had to put the puck in the net, and it's killing us. It's absolutely killing us.
Most definitely.
I did notice a lot of turnovers both the games. 100%.
Oh my goodness. We couldn't really keep it out of our end.
No.
From what I saw in the second game, all we did when we had a chance up ice, we play it directly into Keller's chest. We can't keep doing that. We have to set up shop in the offensive zone, keep the pressure, and then try to throw something.
Yeah, and I heard
Better yet, get a big guy in front of the net on our team to sit in front of Keller.
Yep.
Who is 6'3"?
Yep.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. We I just don't know what we can do at this point to salvage the playoffs. I spoke with a couple players after the game last night, and they told me they can do it. They've been behind against better teams.
Yeah.
The Titans not that great of a team. They're bullies
Nope.
on the ice.
Yep.
But other than that, they don't have much going for them. I don't think they have a whole lot of talent. A lot of people are claiming that this Rollins is a great guy. I don't think he's that good. He's pretty good at the face-off dot.
Milo, okay. I never could stand Milo from the start of the playoffs last year when we played against him in Sherbrooke. I cannot stand him as a player. Could not stand him as a player. He's very physical. Points to where he's even injured. I'm pretty sure he's the one who gave David a concussion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'd have to look
I'm pretty
back.
sure he was the one. I'm pretty sure he was the one that pretty much injured did Moravets and stuff like that. But I see how he plays, and it's funny because it was literally a deja vu of game 1 too, because he even got the game-winning goal against he got the game-winning goal both games.
It's more than that. It's more than that. The first goal was scored 40 seconds shy of of yesterday's game,
right.
And then the last goal I think was 10 or 20 seconds shy of the previous game. It was an identical game. Identical. Rollins was better on.
Just the same game.
John says Rollins was better on Sherbrooke because he had a more dynamic roster down the boards. Really, other than he was very few options to work around lineup. 100%. So the thing with Rollins, I believe, and I'd have to go back and look at this, but the goals he just scored against us, the last 2 games, are the only goals he has against the Mooseheads.
Those are the only 2 goals, I believe, as well. I mean, whether it be regular season or playoffs, it's still a goal towards his record regardless.
No, this year he has not scored on us except for these last 2 games.
Yes, thank you. I thought I was the only one noticing that.
I didn't really notice that for some reason. Yep. Good thing you called that out, Colin.
Well, the reason I started paying attention to him is because everybody wanted him. Everybody wanted him on the trade. I didn't want him. And then
I didn't want him.
And then after we played him, everybody's like, see how good he is? But he's not. He has not scored on us. I think before these last 2 games, he's only had 2 points on us, and those were assists.
Yep.
I feel like he's more of an enforcer than just an actual player.
I don't disagree.
How he has the C on Bathurst.
I gotta that makes me wonder because he just got there, but he's not a physical player. He's not. I watched Lou Levesque check him and take him down.
Oh, Lou took him down.
Lou took him to slam down.
He's not an aggressive player.
And I sit literally right on the floor of the ice on the opposing bench, literally right by the opposing bench. Owen Phillips hit a couple good hits on him too. And I've never really seen Owen get physical. Owen gets physical when he has to get physical. That's the thing. Jack Martin, I've seen Jack Martin like literally lift him off of his feet while we were in playoffs of last year when he was when he was on Sherbrooke. Literally lifted Milo off of his feet because I was sitting right next to the penalty box at that moment.
And speaking of big hits, can we go back to that hit with Cataford and putting St. Ange in our bench?
So the door opened.
Yeah,
That's
the door
why he
opened,
went in.
but at least Cataford was able to shove him in.
Yeah, no, that was funny. We all laughed at that. That is correct. He only had assists during regular season against us. Exactly. Like he's not the knows all, ends all, bees all. He's not a great player. I don't like him personally. I don't like his style of hockey. I don't think he's that talented. And I'm glad we didn't get him.
Me too, honestly.
So what do we got to do? What do we got to do here?
Well,
Go ahead.
Shang, you want to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. So we've got two big road games. If you looked at how we've been in the regular season, we are more dominant on the road.
Yeah.
So either we got to crack down on the road, or this thing's going 4 and we're done.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jose. Furlong knows how to shut Rollins down, and I think that's a key part that was missing last night. I think we got to stop tossing muffins on the net and hoping for the best. Like a lot of people were saying, that there was too much passing. I disagree. I think we were getting in zone and tossing it on the net, and that was the end of it.
They were just trying to get it out. Is all they were trying to do. They were trying to set it up and get it out.
Yeah, there was very little effort to set any play up. It's like their plays weren't drawn up, and they were told get in there, toss pucks on net, try to get in for a tip. That looked like the game plan for the last 2 games, and that's not going to work in playoff hockey.
Okay, but speaking of like the whole like passing and getting the puck in net, what were you guys' thoughts on Vidicek's goal? Or that was called off as a no goal. What were your guys' thoughts on that?
That was a clear goal.
That was a clear goal.
That had 0.3 seconds left on the clock.
The time clock in the keeper's bench is different from the time clock that we see.
Yeah, true.
I get that we like to complain about the referees, that we're always, woe is Halifax Mooseheads. But the people, the officials that are, that watch these replays, they're not on anybody's side. Their time clock is different from the one we see, and theirs is the true time clock. So if they say that it went in after the buzzer, I feel I have to believe them.
You're right. You're right.
You're absolutely right on that.
Tyler Long says players play different during playoffs. There's always a player that comes through for the team. That's Rollins. So she's saying that Rollins is he's come through for his team through the playoffs. Dylan says Rollins kills Vidi in the face-off circle. Like I said, he's been incredible on the dot. He gets his team possession, which is what is a big issue we had until the finally switched caddy center against Rollins and took that away from him. Yeah, so that helped out quite a bit. He was beating him. Levesque has not been himself since his injury. Agreed, Melissa.
Levesque, he tries to get it, but then I find he's lately he gets it, but then I find he loses his handle a lot when people come up behind him.
Yeah, Melissa thinks he's afraid to re-injure.
Yeah, you can definitely see that there's still something in him that where it's because it's the wrist too, the wrist is the main important part where you have to you have to take wrist shots and stuff.
Dylan says it was a no goal. It worries me
that Lou is just playing so pensive, not wanting to injure himself, but at the same time we need key offense, and him playing this pensive, it's not gonna work. Well,
here's the thing: if you're gonna be playing that standoffish, it doesn't matter that when you're in your 20 year that you're still healthy, because nobody's seen anything from you. You're not gonna get a deal. You know what I mean? You still have to play the game. Dylan says it was no goal, that the buzzer went 1 second after the puck went in. John says the time that they go with on goals is the video goal judge clock. That's why they adjust the timing. Yeah, so you'll see occasionally where they stop playing, they'll be like, run the time back, because they're going off of the real clock, right? Jose says past 2 games we didn't get as much point shots like we did in St. John's. We knew that those point shots can do. Lever is better than Keller for sure. Agreed. Sorry. Yeah? Hi. Oh, okay.
Everything
So
good, Colin?
we're interrupting a live to show me a caterpillar. What? Okay, good job. This is my 23-year-old who is kind of still a big child. The game in Bathurst will be difficult because they will match Rollins against Vidi, which will hurt us. So I get this. Dylan's been saying from God knows how long ago that they should be splitting up that top line. They did it last night. I know, Dylan, you've seen a bit of a difference. I didn't notice much of a difference other than the face-off wins.
Yeah.
The point that I'm trying to make is the point is to get the puck in the net, not win face-offs. And I get that face-offs help us, but our real issue right now is not getting the puck in the net. Our defense has been outstanding. We're only allowing minimal goals against. But our offense is the real issue right now. We went from a team that would rather outscore our opponents than stop them at our blue line to a team that can't score but has a good defense. So there has to be a happy median there somewhere. Has to be. And again, I'm not picking on Midgley, but shuffling lines around in the playoffs, that shouldn't be happening. The line should be set in stone. We had all season to work on our lines. I get that we have injuries and stuff, but we have an almost healthy team with the exception of Furlong and Dumais. Those lines should be set in stone and make adjustments for injured players, but we shouldn't be shuffling it around. It just looks like somebody doesn't know what they're doing right now. And I can see why the fans are on Facebook, looking for somebody's job. She wants to know. Jose says LFD isn't point producing in the last 2 games. Yeah. So again, I don't think that's his fault though. I don't think it's Denis' fault that he's not producing points right now. Colin Carroll says, hey Colin, the team needs to find a way to bring the energy they have in the last 5 minutes to the rest of the period. I agree. They did have more energy near the ends of the periods, but like I said, I think they worked the whole game. I don't think there was a time where I seen anybody lounging around. They were working. They were all working hard. They were on the forecheck. They just, I don't know. I honestly, I wish I had a better hockey brain to tell you what the hell's going on. I'm just not seeing it right now.
Yeah.
I wish I had answers to give you, but at this point, right, if we don't settle in, it's not going to turn out good for us.
No. And
look, how I'm looking at it right now is, as we said earlier, I feel like the Moose are gonna dominate. Like, I feel like they're gonna dominate a little bit more on the road. I mean, I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen, but that's lately what has been happening. So if we end up somehow picking something up while we're on the road, then we come back and then we still have that chance to fight into getting 2 more possible wins on the road, plus maybe a couple more.
Well, we've done it before. We've had reverse sweeps, and back in last year, we came back from behind 2 games against Sherbrooke.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to that's how. And Milo was on the team.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to think of it
We've
as.
done it against better teams,
and we have done it against better teams.
Yeah,
there has definitely been yeah, sure, we weren't on top of our game all year. But you win some, you lose some, honestly. And like you said, it's not the boys' fault. It's not the players' fault. And like,
It takes more to win a series.
Oh,
it takes more to,
and stupid penalties.
Oh my god.
That last
I have a
penalty.
lot of
started
choice
on
words
those
for that more
penalties.
best delay game penalty, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah, no, that was. I get he was trying to get it out of his zone, but you gotta have more. You gotta be more.
The same thing Uranimway did.
You gotta be more disciplined than that. You have to be.
Yeah.
You know, especially as a 20-year-old defense. You know, I know he's kicking himself for that, so we don't need to do it for him. But yeah, we got to be more disciplined than that. Yeah.
We gotta figure things out. That's just the long and short of it.
What do you guys in the comments think we need to do to win this while we're away? Is that your brother, Cheyenne?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him he's loud as hell.
Tyler, be quiet.
I know.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments, what do you guys think we need to do? Morvick knows that penalty was bad. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's kicking himself. We need to get. Obviously, we need to get. I guarantee Dylan's going to comment. We need to get pucks deep, get pucks in the net. We need to outscore them. But what do you think we need to do in order to get those 2 wins, to get those pucks in the net in Bathurst? What is there a play change we can make? A line change we can make? Is there?
Well, okay, Schulte has handles. Schulte definitely has handles. If we can get Schulte up to the front, I think Schultz could definitely put it into the back of the net because Schultz knows how to handle the pucks. He knows how to like go through the players and keep the puck in hand. If we could like somehow, some way, like maybe move Schulte up to like first line of defense and like put him in for a little bit more ice time, I think we'll be fine for that part at least.
I'm getting in the chat. Score first. Dylan and Tyler, which I believe is Mama Joe, are both saying we need to score first. Apparently, I didn't see this, but Morvac wouldn't even get out of the penalty box. Todd had to go get him. So, like I said, I feel bad for the kid. I know he didn't mean to do it. We don't need to beat up on him. Shit happens. Mistakes happen. And I know he wants that back. Yep. I think they should let loose. They're holding their sticks tight. Agreed. Does anybody agree with me in the chat that their game plan seems to be tossing muffins at the fucking net and hoping for a tip? Like they're shooting at the net with a hope and a prayer, not with skill. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? Did you guys see plays that I didn't?
I've been seeing a lot of that. I've been seeing a lot of that, especially like in the literally like when we're on the attack, like somebody will go up to will just be right in front of the net and just hope for a tip. And I feel like the more they keep doing that, the more the goalie is going to catch on.
Yeah, well, they're not even in front of the net. They're to the side of the net.
And they're to the side of the net, yeah.
Right? Like
I'm not sure if you guys noticed this during the game yesterday, but some of the time when we would have like a good fast break, like a 2-1-1, we wouldn't even pass to the other guy.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see a single 2-on-1, so I mean, I seen a breakaway, but I don't remember seeing an odd man rush at all. Like it just we didn't have that on us. So let me get to the comments real quick. John says the main thing to remember, and I'm not trying to jinx it, but we are 4-0 against Bathurst in their barn. The main thing is solving Keller and having a strong first 5 minutes. Agreed. Tyler says Schultz's job isn't to be in front. No, I think she meant to have him, first line defense and tossing pucks from the point. JP says stop putting muffins on net, get in Keller's face and make his life miserable. Agreed. Joanne goes on to say they will play like that until they find their confidence again, which is sad. I hope they play better on Tuesday. John says if we can play pressure, I think he means put on like the last 5 minutes of the periods, we can absolutely come back from this. Moose in 6 to start. Standard 2-7 series. It's going to be a battle to the last shot. Agreed. Dylan says, I see wide open shots and the players not taking it and choosing to pass. So
Yeah,
I didn't see a whole lot of passing. I seen walking in and shooting. But again, you have a better angle down that end. Right, Mama Joe. Sorry, I'm just trying to get through this comments.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Go for it.
If they don't find their if they don't find their confidence, series is over. Jose says, right, Mama Joe, confidence booster are hard if you lose OT back to back. Not feeling good after the first two. I don't know, man, says Lixer. Yeah, so in all honesty, I'd rather lose in overtime than be completely destroyed in regulation. At least they know that they're close. You know what I mean? At least they know that anybody could have won that game. It's a tough. Both of them were tough losses. I felt like we watched one game so far, not two, because they were identical fucking games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm hoping for them to return. 2 games richer.
I agree. I have this weird feeling that we're gonna catch something back up on the road. I have that weird feeling.
Yeah, let's start.
Because we always do.
We've been one of the best road teams in the queue this entire season. And if something changes is here where we only get one against Bathurst on the road, I hate saying
one win is better than no wins. I'm just going to put it that way.
Dylan says he thinks the Moose would have won if there was no penalty in OT. I don't disagree, but I know we've been shit at OT lately. But 5-on-5 hockey is a lot different from 3-on-3 hockey, and I agree. I think we could have pulled that out last night. Would be nice to see Reynolds show a little emotion and break a sweat. Says JP. Dylan says we had the momentum until that happened. Yeah, that penalty killed us. And again, I don't want to keep harping on it, but it did. Like my heart sunk in my stomach as soon as it happened. So we just gotta, everybody watch from home on Tuesday or wherever you're watching it from. Send out good vibes on Facebook, man. Let the boys read that shit. So, let's just give them positive
seeing
vibes.
All that would probably really it down.
It's discouraging. It's discouraging, right? I don't know what else to say, guys, other than I hope we rock their barn. Let's be a little bit more physical. Let's try to set some shit up on the plays once we enter. And
for sure.
Yeah, go Moose, go. That's all I got.
Moose in force first. Let's just bring the herd to Bathurst and let's just wreck them.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there. And as always, go Moose, go.
Go Moose, go.
Go Moose, go.
Oh, no, we're not going to. Okay, so we are going to stop for a second. Sorry, Cheyenne. I got to go through one more thing. Dylan just reminded me. The Max versus Subaru tonight, their final game, at the Halifax Forum at 6:30. I'll be there. Dylan will be there. And my family will be there. We're going to be watching players like Magit, Nico. God, I can't remember his name, but he was at camp for us. My wife's nephew, Jace Evans, will be playing. So some really great players. If you want to go check it out, 6:30 at the Halifax Forum. $10 for adults, $5 for youth and students. A bunch of Moose prospects there. So if you want to see some really good, junior hockey, junior A hockey, whatever it's called, be there 6:30. All right, guys. Again, hope you're all healthy, safe, and happy out there. And as always, go Moose, go.
Go Moose, go.